Quick follow-up after a job interview is an important part of making a great impression. Find out how to write a great thank you follow-up email, whether it's your first interview, second interview, or if you're in the final round. I'm Jen with the Career Force. We help smart, career-minded professionals stand out in today's job market. We post new videos on all things related to career every week. So subscribe and turn on notifications so you're the first to know when a new video goes up. There are two types of follow-up emails you might want to send after a job interview. The first is the thank you email to express your gratitude for the person interviewing you. The second type of email is one to follow up on the status of the job when you haven't heard back. Let's first look at the thank you email. Your email is going to look a little bit different depending on whether this is your first interview or a second or later round interview. In either case, you'll want to be in contact the same day as your interview with either your interviewer or your contact person at the company if you don't have a direct connection to your interviewer. Regardless of which round of interviews you're following up on, there are a few key points that your thank you email or thank you note should contain. First, thank the interviewer for their time. Next, express your continued interest in the position. And lastly, try to include some personalized comments that came up during the interview. So here's what a sample email might look like. Sally, thanks for taking the time to meet with me today. It was great to find out more about the data analyst position. After learning more about it, I'm even more interested. I especially like the focus on the long-term impacts of the analysis, not just the short-term gains. I'm excited to move forward in the interview process. Sincerely, Jen Hood. If possible, follow this up with a short handwritten thank you note. For second and later round interviews, follow the same format. However, you might also choose to talk more about a particular problem or pain point that came up in the interview. So what this looks like is talking about a problem that the role, the department, or the company is facing and how you might help to address that if you are hired. Here's what you might add on to that original email. I really connected with the difficulty you're having on maintaining regular follow-up with all customers. I'm excited to tackle this challenge. I would first address it by, and then talk about the first steps you would take to address the problem. Do you need help writing a thank you note for an interview? Leave your questions in the comments below. If you reach the day you were told you'd hear an update about the position and you haven't heard anything, it's completely acceptable to send a follow-up email. Express your continued interest in the position and inquire when you might hear back about the position. This is a good way to keep your name at the top of the interviewer's mind and reassure them that you're still interested even though you haven't heard anything back. Whether you're interviewing or still sending out resumes, check out the link below to get my cheat sheet to landing your next job. It walks you through all the critical steps from resumes to interviews to salary negotiation. If you like this video, like, comment, and share it with your friends. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.